Now let's turn back to politics as Illinois braces for that major immigration move by President Trump. Governor Pritzker is also trying to chart his political future. He spoke exclusively to NBC5 News.
Even President Trump has noticed the governor's weight loss, and that is leading to lots of speculation that Pritzker may be preparing for a White House campaign in 2028. Our political reporter Marianne Ahern met the governor along that morning walk this morning on the lakefront. So Marianne, we have to ask, we've seen it on social media, is this his new routine?
It is a new routine for the governor. He tells us that he started walking more last December or so. What else is he doing to get in better shape? Is he taking one of those popular weight loss drugs? Well, let's hear it from him as we walked with him this morning at sunrise.
Good morning.
For nearly 9 months, Governor J.B. Pritzker has made fitness a priority. How about walking? Why? When did you start doing it?
You know, I've been doing it on machines indoors really since last fall, really, or maybe December.
Are you taking also one of the drugs to help lose some weight?
You know, I think I'm not going to answer that question, partly because I think there are a lot of people who are on those GLP-1s.
Yeah.
And it's kind of none of anybody's business. Sometimes people are doing it because they have a health problem, like a genuine medical problem, diabetes or something else.
There will be those, by not answering, that are going to assume that yes, you are.
I don't care. I mean, I think that anybody doing anything that's good for their health, that's a positive thing. And this is good for my health. I have kids I want to be around for a long time. My whole life I've been aware that being overweight, that my father having died at age 39 of a heart attack. And it's something that whenever I go to the doctor, it's part of my record, and they're always advising me, like, here are things that you need to be concerned about.
Getting in better shape also coincides with the governor running for a third term, as he's simultaneously raising his national profile for a possible presidential race in 2028. Critics say he's distracted.
I am full-time governor of this state. I know you like to emphasize whenever I leave the state and go give a speech somewhere, but that is literally for a few hours, possibly a day now, here and there.
Does he see a deal in the works for the Chicago Bears to remain at Soldier Field? We got the Chicago Bears over here. What about that? Is that on a priority list?
I'm excited for the Chicago Bears to start the new season, but I have to say that, it's a wealthy family that owns a very highly valued team. They even showed the other day that they could sell part of the team at an $8.5 billion valuation. The idea that we're going to give them $2 billion to build a new stadium, that's not going to happen. I think they understand that. But we'll help them. I mean, infrastructure is something that we always help with.
Back to the governor's new fitness routine. Even President Trump has noticed.
A guy like Pritzker, he ought to spend more time in the gym, actually.
I'm able to do more things. I'm excited to be out here. I mean, you can't help but look at the sun coming up over there. You can't help but just love spending time outside and, and getting some real heart healthy exercise.
And we should add, Governor Pritzker was hoping to travel to Japan for a trade mission at the end of this week. But with this threat of ICE agents in the National Guard coming perhaps to Chicago, he says he might have to postpone that trip.
I should say I have seen you run after politicians before to get an interview, but never an interview quite like this, walking along the lakefront with the governor. I take it you didn't just bump into him.
No, I didn't bump him. I was thinking about trying to do that, but instead, no, we did it the good old-fashioned way of asking for months when we first started noticing the weight loss and said, let's talk about it, and finally they agreed, yes, it's time, let's talk.
And he may just inspire others to do the same. Take a walk along the lakefront and get healthy.
Right.